Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make you a custom biome. This includes bushes, plants, grass and trees. So let's get started. The first one is choosing a grass or floor block. This can be any colour as long as Minecraft has that kind of colour for the grass you want. So here we have variations of normal grasses you can find in the overworld. So green, podzol, mycelium, grass path. The reason I've included this is because you can kind of get this texture on the savanna grass. So if you want that deserty, grassy feel, you can get that in like a hot savanna. And then we have coarse dirt for like those dirty areas, turning to mud and clay. These blocks can be used for like a muddier sort of way. So all four of these blocks actually. Clay. This can be used in variations of stone and gravel. Gravel can as well. Moss that can also link to grassy colours as well. Sand for a desert, red sand for a desert. Then we get to colder blocks like snow and ice, which kind of go well together. We also have pale moss. This is a new block. It's kind of like a grey grass. We haven't really had a grey grass except mycelium for a while. Kind of had to use stone if you wanted like a grey grass colour. We also have soul sand. This is another brown block. I've included this as well as podzol because if you want a nether biome, a custom nether biome, you can use this, as well as I forgot the name of these, warps nylium and crimson nylium. Okay, nyliums. There we go. Grass gradient. When you have picked the grass color you like, you can gradient it with other blocks. So this is the green grass gradient I made. So as you can see, we've got green wool, concrete powder, and then moss blocks and grass blocks also mixed together. So you can definitely gradient those together because they work well. Podzol, it was a little bit more tricky. There wasn't really a similar block to Podzol at the moment, except brown and brown concrete powder. Mycelium, I couldn't think of another block that's like mycelium, because mycelium's also a little bit purple, but it's also a little bit grey and green, as you can probably see here. There's like those kind of like grey-green texture. And it was really difficult to find a block that matched up with it, but I ended up using these three blocks, and surprisingly, acacia, because if you look at the side, you can kind of see acacia texture here, for example. There's like a kind of grey colour, and you can also get it on acacia log as well, so that's pretty cool. And then grass path, oh no, I called this savanna grass actually, because obviously if you wanted to make a savanna biome, you can use this for the grass. I used oak, stripped oak, and oak planks. I don't know what that would look like, but I would just be going for one block. But maybe like if you wanted to use slabs, maybe you can make a that kind of like smooth grass feeling, I guess. Anyway, dirt. So we have all the dirt here. Doesn't need to be explained. It's just dirt. And then we have mud. So we have rooted mud, and then also grey concrete really works well as well. So I use that one. We also have clay. Clay can be used for like under the pond maybe. So these blocks can be good under the pond. And also we have the stony gravel texture that I made. And yeah, this can be also good for ponds, but it can also be used for other blocks like caves and things. Sand, it's just all the sand blocks, red sand, all the red sand blocks. And then snow, yeah, I liked the choice I made for snow, because if you didn't know, snow is the brightest colour block in the game, I'm pretty sure. It has this like the brightest white in the game, and black concrete has the blackest black. So black concrete and snow blocks are kind of like the opposite. And I also used white concrete powder and the new stripped pale oak log. This was a bit more difficult ice. Obviously I can use other ice like blue ice and packed ice, but I actually ended up going for this block as well, light concrete powder, light blue concrete powder. And this is because yeah, it just has like a more powdery, grassy texture. And yeah, we kind of need that for those kind of like grassy areas. If you're making bluegrass, I have no idea. Anyway, mossy stone. Now this one's good because over here we have grass and mossy stone, and these are actually two gradients here. So we have the grass gradient and the stone gradient that we saw at the start mixing with this one. This is because moss is at the end of here. So it goes to grey and then kind of like goes to green. And then from green you can kind of get like similar blocks that are green to it. And yeah, you can kind of evolve these colours together if you're making like two biomes connect, maybe like a mountain biome to a green grassy plains biome, maybe. And here are the nether ones, so if you're making like a nether Soul Sand Valley custom biome or something, you can mix these colours together. And we also have another block that can mix, so muddy mangrove roots could gradient to mud as well. So as you can see, we can have mud, and then we can gradient it to another muddy gradient. Here we have red grass and blue grass. I called these because I can never remember the names of these blocks. They just have strange names. But you can use these also would look good in the overworld, not just the nether, because you kind of get that blue, blue and red grass, which we don't have in the overworld, and that would look good for a custom biome. Now you have the grass. Let's go to the plants. This includes fungi, bushes, and flowers. When I mean plants, and this is because Minecraft has built a section for plants on natural blocks tab. So if you go on creative inventory and then natural blocks, you can also see all of the grass blocks that I've been using. I haven't used ice because that melts, obviously. But if we go to plants, here we go. Just under the leaves, we have every plant in the game. And yeah, even mushrooms are apparently plants in Minecraft, even though these are actually fungi. And yeah, we also have all the vines and flowers. So, decide 4 plants of your choice for your biome. So when you've chosen the grass for your biome, you can start finding blocks that you can actually plant plants on. So here, I can plant plants on moss and grass, but I can't plant it onto these blocks. So I just ignore these blocks and leave these plain. And this can also separate the plants, so it's also good using the blocks you can't place plants on, because it can separate and separate the plants a bit as well. So yeah, here we go. Here's a good example. So I've used sunflowers, lily of the valley, bushes, and azure blut. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sounds like a French word. Here we have like a mushroom biome kind of biome. I use the nether funguses and normal mushrooms. Here I did like I was thinking like a graveyard grass. Kind of like a graveyard grass, I don't know. It's kind of like a dead area, like where the grass is dying, and then the grass could eventually turn into something like a desert. And here we are at the desert, but this desert is kind of more colourful than this one, surprisingly, because I included cacti, dead bushes, and a torch flower. And I did have another plant, but there's only 3 here. It doesn't matter, you can have as many different types of plant as you want. I normally go for 4 different types of plants in my custom biomes, but it doesn't matter. Here we have a nether kind of biome. I did struggle with this one quite a lot because there was no plant except the nether wart that could be placed on soul sand, so I definitely used that. Actually, there was also all these other ones, so you could actually place every nether plant on soul sand, which is why I used every nether plant. Anyway, here we are at the dirt biome. So for this one, I kind of like imagined it as like a path, like a path kind of thing, and like someone's walks on it, but then like some flowers are still like growing on it, but I don't know, like the flowers are growing back, but the grass isn't. Basically, it was kind of just like that custom biome that I thought would look quite cool. And over here we have every single flower and every single plant and mushroom and fungi in the game, including chorus fruit. It's just here, yes, chorus fruit. I mean, you can use it if you want. It would go well, actually. It would go well. Endstone would go well here. It would fit in well with the sand. The problem is I'm not sure the plant would. So it's your decision. It is a custom biome anyways. Anyway, we're moving on to custom trees. Custom trees can be regular tree or a larger version of a plant. So here we have a good example of a bigger version of the mushroom tree. So if we go back over to the mushroom area that I made, so this is all the plants for my custom mushroom biome, and then I decided to make like a bigger version of the mushrooms and made like a mushroom tree, and I thought this would fit in well. And if you're wondering, if you were ever having struggle making a mushroom tree and you want to get these inside blocks, you gotta do that and place it like that, and this is a perfect example. If you break that open, it'll show that. But if you place it down, it's all sides, you have to place the exact same mushroom block next to it, and that's where you get that texture. So, moving on to the next tree, we have the custom tree. So it's just a regular custom tree that I made for this biome over here. And yeah, so it's just a custom tree. I used the mud brick walls actually, because it's the only wall in the game. If you search wall, the only brown ones really are mud bricks and maybe granite and brick, but I think granite and mud brick are the only really like brown ones. But I think maybe this one might work well for a tree, like kind of like a redwood or like a I don't think any wood has a orange. Oh, well, you could use stripped acacia wood, I guess, but that's the stripped. Anyways, I'd actually like to see what that looks like. So I'm gonna build a custom biome with you guys. So for example, this is gonna be me building my own. I would like to use this gradient, the savanna gradient. I want to build a custom savanna tree. Okay, so I have this all marked out, and I actually added some water over here. So we want to choose our plants as well. So I'm gonna go for some flowers actually. I think. So I think the torch flower and maybe this orange tulip might work well, and also a dead bush. And now we have this problem here where we can't place the plants on this kind of grass, and there is no grass over here that you can place it on. Now, to resolve this, I normally just get some dirt, place it like that, and there we go. And then do it for wherever you like to put the plant. You can see I've only got four plants, so I'm going to use something that's not over the plant area, some mangrove roots as a, what are these called? Those things that go running around the desert. I don't know. Just like a dead bush that goes around the desert. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, let's start building a custom tree. So we're gonna get acacia, but it's gonna be a custom one, so it's gonna be quite tall. And I am really bad at building custom trees, if you didn't know, which is actually, you could be surprised by that, but I am actually quite bad. But it's okay. I can improve. So I'm gonna spread leaves out like each direction like this. So there's our custom acacia tree. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you enjoyed making custom biomes with me, yeah, like and subscribe, because a lot of people sometimes struggle with terraforming, and especially me, I always struggle with custom trees over here. But when you get a hang of it, you just need to really just find the color palette, and you actually need to learn how and where to place the leaves. I recommend watching a lot of YouTubers like Good Times with Scar. He is very good at making custom trees, and Gemini Tay. A lot of them are very good at making custom trees. For me, I am not very good at making custom trees myself. So, for me, I'm very good at building, like, finding a kind of like a gradient and building the plants as well. So, Yeah. Anyways, with that, goodbye.